Hello. I wanted to go over your portfolio narrative rubric. It is the other big assignment that's due in EDUC 7797, in addition to your capstone project. I was under the impression that every EDUC 7700 course informed students of this project, but it was made clear to me by some discussions with students in this current class that that didn't always happen. So I do want you to remember back though to your EDUC 7700 class, and if you remember, you had to write a teaching philosophy, and then you had to upload that teaching philosophy into Chalk and Wire using an artifact submission form. I do know that most people did at least that much. I guess it depends on the instructor you had. But the reason you did that is because at the end of your MED program, one of KSU's unit assessments is that you have met the 15 proficiencies for the program. So I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But the first thing I want to say is don't freak out. All of this is, all of the items you will upload should come from coursework that you've done here at KSU, either in your EDUC courses or in your content area courses. And you can also use some items from your own professional work out in the schools. But I do want to tell you that all of the documents have been on D2L for you to see. If you go to the syllabus schedule and resources and you click on the resources section, then sorry if that's making you all dizzy, you will see if you go to page 4 of that, it has all of the assignments and information for this course. And if you come down to the bottom, you will see that you have the Chalk and Wire portfolio guidelines, the grading rubric for the portfolio narrative, and the Chalk and Wire artifact submission form, and the proficiencies. But I'm going to go ahead and email them to you so they're in a nice, easy place and you don't have to hunt for them. But I want to talk to you about what the assignment is and what these proficiencies are. So excuse me while I move my screen and you see how messy my desktop is. Okay, so these are the items that you will need, and I'm going to email them to you for your portfolio narrative rubric. The very first thing to understand is that in this project, you are trying to convey that you have met all of these outcomes and proficiencies that are right here. So you have your subject matter experts, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sub outcomes or proficiencies for that one. So for each one of these, for instance, 1.1 possesses broad, current, and specialized knowledge of subject matter and demonstrates this knowledge to colleagues, parents, and students. For that one, you could simply upload your teaching certificate. That would prove it, and it's a way of demonstrating this. So that's something that you could upload for that. Possesses an interdisciplinary understanding of curriculum and its application to real life and accurately represents understandings through use of multiple explanations, technologies, and/or strategies. You could upload a lesson plan that you created in one of your courses or something where you were showing interdisciplinary understandings of curriculum and its application to real life. So I don't think you're going to have to hunt too hard for anything to upload here. It's just a matter of uploading it. And when you upload them, the items that you created that you're uploading are called artifacts. For each artifact, you will need to submit an artifact submission form. And this is what the artifact submission form looks like. And I'm hoping it looks familiar to some of you from 7700. So this is the artifact submission form. It is a Word document, and you fill in these little blank spaces right here, and that's it. So describe the artifact. So this artifact, and then it says with 1 or 2 sentences, the condition under which the artifact was created, assignments related to licensure, job related, describe what happened, when, where, how it was done, why it was done. So for that first one, you could simply type that for proficiency, oh, it's hard for me to talk and type at the same time, 1.1, I am uploading, you don't need to say that much, for proficiency 1.1, here is my teaching certificate. Because I passed my content area GACE exam, this proves that I am a subject matter expert. And then what was your role? Part of a team, alone, author, editor, researcher, instructor. I was the sole test taker of the GATE. And then how does this artifact clearly illustrate you have the capacity to perform the standard you are relating to? And so you want to make sure that you go back to that proficiency 1.1 and discuss exactly how this artifact fulfills this standard. And this can be very brief, but it does need to be complete sentences, and it says 2 to 4 sentences, and that's pretty accurate. And then the last part is a reflection. What next upon reflection? What has this experience suggested as next moves for you as a developing professional? So given this experience, I'm determined, intended, plan to, and then what will you change, improve, leave as is for this proficiency? So what else do you plan on doing in 1.1 for that proficiency as a future growth tool with regard to the artifact that you submitted? So you will have to do one of these artifact submission forms for each one. And then 2 other items I want to show you. Ooh, oh yeah, don't save. 2 other items I want to show you are, these are just the guidelines that are in your syllabus. So you've seen these, they're in your syllabus, but I included them anyway. And then this is how they are scored on chalk and wire, not rock and wire, chalk and wire. And so to get an L4, clear and consistent evidence, convincing evidence exists that proficiencies are addressed through reflective analysis. Writing is rich in description, analysis, and reflection. Evidence presented addresses all proficiencies with evidence of multiple examples of extensions and applications of learning to teaching practices. Through writing, candidate makes clear, consistent, and convincing connections between the evidence or the artifact presented and demonstration of expertise in that outcome or in the proficiency. Candidate consistently assesses impact on student learning and provides multiple examples of adjusting practice accordingly. Positive opinions and interactions with students, parents, and other professionals are evident. Candidate is positive about teaching every student and about each student's ability. Now, that is a lot of stuff to prove in one proficiency. So that's really the overall, once you've uploaded all 15 of those artifacts and artifact submission forms. So this is how they will be analyzed. So make sure you take a look at that. And see here, you can get a level 0 and it says nothing was submitted. Unfortunately, because this is a unit level assessment, if you don't submit and get at least an L3 for this assignment and the capstone project, then you cannot get a passing grade for this course. I am not concerned about that. It has never been a problem in the past. So I am sure that you are going to do very well. And let's see if there is anything else I need to share with you. I am sure there is. Yes, there is. Thank you to one of your classmates. How will you upload this to Chalk and Wire? So let me show you. Where is my other? 1 minute, please. I thought I had them all pulled up, but I can see it is being difficult. So let me shut this down, and I really do apologize for my messy desktop. Something happened crazy. And these always, oh, it was up. It was up. It's on my other screen. Yes. When you go into Chalk and Wire, you will see something that looks like this. Now, the one thing, you will just come right here to your PNR MED Portfolio Narrative Evidence, and you'll see that it has a blue dot next to it. And that blue dot is this is the only page where you should upload anything. So what I would like for you to upload and how you should title them is, you can have proficiency, yes, I am a phonetic speller, proficiency 1.1 artifact. That's how you can title the actual thing that you're submitting. And then you will have to fill out an artifact submission form. So here you will then title that, and you can just say ASF for artifact submission form. And you'll do the same thing for the other ones. Not an artifact, artifact, and so on and so on until you have them for each of the proficiencies. This is how you will save your files, and you will upload all of these files. So you should have 30 in the end, because you'll have an artifact for each one, and you'll have an artifact submission form for each one. And you will upload them all to this page right here where the blue dot is. And then once you've got them all uploaded, you will submit them to me to assess. And then you should see that this blue dot turns to a green dot, just like this is a green dot, because you took, you completed city training in one of your courses. I think that's what it's for. But please do go back and look in your other courses. For instance, I know that in 7750 or 7752, the class that Dr. Nicole Guillory teaches, that you completed a context for learning, and there is a proficiency that would work for. So you should have work from all of your courses that would provide examples of this. So that is your portfolio narrative rubric. The important thing, though, is you upload everything here, and you don't submit it until you've uploaded all 15 artifacts, all 15 artifact submission forms, and please label them with these titles when you save them. Name your files like this, so it's very easy to grade and stay organized. So that is your portfolio narrative rubric that is due. And while we're here on Chalk and Wire, again, just because someone in your class was so kind, this is the part of your Chalk and Wire page where you will upload that portfolio narrative rubric. Now, you also have a page, I mean, they're the same page, it's just a different screenshot, where you will upload your capstone presentation, and that is right here. So you will upload it into the assignments on D2L, and you will upload it here because grading in Chalk and Wire is horrible. So you'll upload it here, and I think when you click on this, it might have something embedded under it that will say capstone presentation, and will still have a blue dot by it. But in case it doesn't, this is where you submit that capstone presentation. I have no idea why it says teacher leadership. It shouldn't. So if you have any questions about your portfolio narrative rubric, feel free to email me. And it really shouldn't be difficult because it should be items you already have. And filling out that artifact submission form for each one, as you saw, was just 2 sentences in the first box, 4 sentences in the other box max. So not too much work. Anyway, I hope that you found this helpful. And again, if you have questions, please just let me know.